Yo, what is up guys? Throwaway back here again with another video, and this is one I'm actually really excited to do. So Little Skies has been on the come up. He's been blowing up recently. He's actually one of my favorite new artists, and he dropped his debut album Life of a Dark Rose. So if you don't know who Little Skies is, Little Skies has been blowing up recently just because he actually ended up linking up with Cuff Boys, the YouTuber who does the Mom React videos. He's been promoting, you know, Landon Cube, who's his friend, and he's also been promoting Little Skies. So Little Skies was getting popping in his own town before he linked up with Cuff Boys, but then when he linked up with Cuff Boys, he got a lot more exposure. He ended up working with Cole Bennett, and now he has 2 songs on Cole Bennett's channel with over 10 million views. This guy has been growing really quickly in only a few months, and it's because he's dropping quality music and he's making the right connections. But it's going to be interesting to see, is his debut album actually solid? Let's find out. So I've only listened to the tape maybe 3 or 4 times all the way through, so this is going to be more of a first impressions video. I'm not going to go super in depth on the music, but I'm going to let you know what my first impressions are, and if I like it, I think it's good, or I think it's absolute trash. So first things first, I think Little Skies is still trying to find his sound. When you listen to the first song on this whole entire tape or album, whatever they want to call it now, honestly, I don't know what labels are doing. It's a mixtape, it's an album, they're pretty much the same thing at this point. But like I was saying, when you listen to the first song on this album, it sounds like it could be a YBN Nahmir track. Just the way the whole cadence of it goes, the way the beat is, and just the way Skies raps on it, it sounds like a YBN Nahmir track. This doesn't make the track bad, it's just something that a lot of people were pointing out and something that you can definitely hear when you go to listen to it. It definitely sounds like something YBN Nahmir would make. It definitely sounds different from what Skies was doing before, and it sounds really different from anything Skies has been doing. It doesn't make it a bad song, in my opinion. It's still a pretty solid song, but it still seems like Skies is trying to find his own sound and trying to find his own lane, and it seems like he's working on different songs and sounding different on each of them until he finds something that absolutely sticks. But honestly, this is like one of the only songs on the entire tape that actually sounds like that. Most of the songs on this sound like the song Nowadays or Red Roses, where he does that kind of singing type rap, and I feel like that's the lane that Little Skies should stick to. It's what he does best, and it's what he's mostly known for. Nowadays and Red Roses are so huge because he's really good at that style and people really like it. Personally, I'm a big fan of this style as well, and I feel like it's what makes Little Skies music so good. Also on this album, this is to be expected though, there isn't a whole lot of storytelling. It's not going to be super depth or introspective. Like it's nothing groundbreaking crazy. It's mostly just fun music to listen to. Little Skies talking about his come up, talking about, you know, how a lot of people doubted him and stuff, talking about how girls like him now and they were like hating on him back then, just stuff like that. It's pretty much typical rapper stuff. You're not going to get anything crazy introspective like I was saying. It's not going to be anything groundbreaking, but it's fun for what it is. Not everything needs to be super deep or super lyrical. What Little Skies does is he just makes fun music to listen to, maybe if you're with your friends or you're like at a party or you're just by yourself listening to it. It's not something that you have to think super deeply into, and honestly it works for what he's doing. So some of my favorite songs, if you're interested in checking this out on, you know, SoundCloud or iTunes or Spotify, wherever you listen to your music, some of the songs I recommend are Big Money, which is absolutely my favorite song on the entire album, and then it's Cloudy Skies, which is also another good song, and then Strictly Business. The funny thing about Strictly Business though is it really sounds like Red Roses. If you've ever heard the song Red Roses, which is Little Skies' biggest song to date, this song Strictly Business sounds exactly like it. It sounds like he's got the same flow, the beat sounds even somewhat familiar, and the lyrics are just kind of changed. But I guess that's not a bad thing because Red Roses is such a good song, but it's funny to point out, and once again it's something if you're looking for when you go to listen to it, you can definitely see. Like I said, I'm not going to get too deep and I'm not going to get too introspective on this. I want to listen to the album more before I give like a full review on it. This is more of just a first impressions video, but overall I thought this was a fairly solid project. I like that Skies struck while the iron was hot. He just dropped 2 singles that absolutely blew up, and then he capitalized off that by dropping an album. So I know a lot of people are also saying that Cuff Boys and Cole Bennett are the only reason this guy's popular, but that is definitely far from the truth. This guy makes really solid music, and I think if you didn't, you know, if you were making music and it wasn't that good, despite the connections that you have, it wouldn't blow up the way Little Skies is right now. Like there are people who work with Drake, who is arguably the biggest rapper in the game right now, and they still don't blow up the way like someone like Skies is right now. So making the right connections and having like people like put you in a position to win is definitely a good thing to have. but it definitely doesn't make someone a star overnight. But yeah, if you like the singles coming into this album, you're definitely gonna like this album. The album was definitely a lot like the singles that he released before, and personally I was a big fan of those. I definitely recommend checking this album out. Lil Skies is gonna absolutely kill it in 2018. This dude has been everywhere recently, and I honestly just see him going up and up and up. But let me know what you guys think of Lil Skies' new album, Life is a Dark Rose. Have you heard it? Have you not heard it? Let me know down in the comments down below. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you dislike this video for some odd reason, be sure to hit the dislike button. And if you're new, how about you subscribe? But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. This has been Throwaway, and as always, peace out.
Bitch, don't send no DMs. I said when I count checks, bitch, don't send me no